was so weird. And then Wayne just fucking, niggas always say love Ye to death, but like Wayne's fucking pocket and just confidence and that nasal tone that he has just floating over those horns is just fucking peanut butter and jelly, dude. Like, it's fucking, I remember playing that for fucking Jasper, for Lionel and Travis, and we were just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, niggas be saying, acting like Wayne still don't be spitting, bro. Look, when y'all get a chance, go listen to Believe Me by Drake and Wayne, and listen to his second verse on the beat slow down. That is still one of the, nigga, I'll fire this Nina like it's her first day on the job and the bitch overslept. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding? Hey, in the verse he gave me for some new shit? Don't play! Oh, shit!
My man with the...
On the mixtape, you got Lil Wayne.
Yeah, right?
What was...
That's crazy. Yeah, so what happened with that was, man, is I remember I'm making this shit and the question, I'm working on it, and you know, I've never been one for features. Like, I've never had that on my project. That's never been a part of my career. It's cosigns and things like that. But I remember just being like, yo, this project, like, I really want Wayne on it. Like, I was like, I just want him on it. Like, I just think that me and him would make a dope song. And, like, I didn't want to get him on some, like, you know, swag shit, like, with him, like, just rapping and talking shit and stunting. Like, my favorite Wayne is, like, introspective Wayne, you know? It's, like, talking about some shit. You know, no matter how deep he goes or just, like, him slowing down for a little bit and just, like, talking. So I was like, I need to do a jam like that. So I'm making a song, and I'm like, this is perfect for him. And so I hit up Mac, because Mac had been showing love. Like, I went to their show, and, like, he in Pittsburgh, and he, you know, got us all in, like, no problems. So I hit up Mac, and I was like, man, I'm not trying to be, like, the dude that bugs you about a Wayne verse, man. Like, I'm not trying to be that dude, but can I get a Wayne verse? And he was like, yeah, man, of course, it's all love. And I was like, all right, man, thanks. I'll send you the record. He was like, I love it. He was like, I'm about to play it for Wayne. I was like, all right, like, I'm never going to get this shit. And to be real with you, Wayne beat Kendrick. Wayne sent his verse in before Kendrick did, man. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick's my motherfucking homie. I talk to him all the time. But I always cut up on him about that Wayne beat him and getting the verse in on time.
That's because Wayne has a studio in a suitcase.
Yeah, I mean, it was wild to me. Like, they sent me the verse, right? And, like, but they didn't send me a bounce version. And, like, I'm so excited to hear this verse that, like, I open GarageBand and I piece together, like, I take the session and upload it on GarageBand and I mix it myself. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm just, you know, listening to the verse, and it's blowing my mind, like, hearing an acapella Wayne unmixed saying, like, all right, right there, all right, right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, punching in and shit. So I just had to do it, and it was crazy. And, you know, that will always be a memory for me is that song, and I love that song, man. That's one of my favorite songs, you know, ever that I've done. You know, it's just like some real, actual shit. You know what I'm saying?
Into this, like, it's like, wow.
The idea of getting Wayne on it, where did that come into the process?
We did the Forever record. I think both of us kind of looked at it like, you know, I had heard that he wanted to work with me, and you know, obviously I wanted to work with him. So it was like, it was one of them things where when I did the record, the Drop the World record with him, when we first did the Forever record, it felt like, okay, this is cool, but we didn't get a chance to do a record together. So, you know, basically he hit me up and wanted me to be on the Drop the World record, and then we kind of just agreed to do an exchange, you know what I mean? Because I knew that I wanted him for my record. So,
right.
And Wayne is fucking dope, man. So,
shouts to Wayne.
No doubt.
It's your boy Grandmaster, and I want to say congratulations to an amazing artist, Lil Wayne, for winning your I Am Hip Hop BET award. And that joint, Uproar, I love you for that. Swiss Beats, you did your thing. Out.
Wayne sold 964,000 in his first week.
God damn. Hey, you remember we was talking about how much Wayne was gonna sell? I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna sell like 5. He sold 964,000. Oh shit, man! Congratulations, Lil Wayne. You shitted on everybody again.
What do you think that means for hip hop? I mean, obviously 2011, and people don't sell that many records anymore.
Did you know he sold that many records? 964,000 records. God damn, he went platinum in a week.
Carter 3 did a little over $1 million. So
Yeah.
not so far off.
Man, congratulations to him. I think that's like beautiful. That's really inspiring to me, man. Shit, I'm trying to sell 1 million first week. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm trying to sell 1 million. No, but that's real. Lil Wayne really worked his ass off for that, man. He been going since he was 13, from the Hot Boys to the everything. You know what I'm saying? And the Carter 4, and the Carter 1 was not his first album. You know, for 500 Degrees and before that, you know, all that shit, man. So he's really been, he deserves it. He been working hard. Yeah. And that's tight to have longevity in this game. Some people who are in and out, some people can't come up with a second album, third album. So this, like, I don't know how many albums he got. Maybe like his 8th album or something. I'm just guessing. That's pretty cold, you know.
Sure, it's other people,
Right.
but I just want,
Now you mentioned Lil Wayne. I know that you guys were this close to signing Wayne. What happened with that deal? Because I mean, they got to. I mean, Wayne was damn near saying he was Rockefeller, and then it just went left.
The truth is, it's the first time I ever told this truth. The truth is, after I had a meeting with Wayne, I had a relationship with Baby, so, I used to go to New Orleans. I would hang out with him. He had me in the purple little, whatever that car was. You remember them purple little cars?
The Prowler.
Prowler going down the street, no top. People trying to jump in the car, so I felt it was only right to call him. I called them out of respect, like, yo, I was talking to Wayne, just letting you know, boom, boom, boom. So after that, I think we received a letter at our office for like torturous interference. Whoa. And I was like, whoa.
Is it sports?
They do that? It was like, whoa. And it just all went from there. But, I think I would rather, lose that situation and do the right thing than the opposite. Because I think I could have just, I could have signed him. I could have signed him and then told him after. But, I did the right thing, and I'm cool with that decision.
You're keeping it a buck. I mean, I got a couple other names.
JayZ, Biggie, or Nas, Eminem, or Pun. I really don't know.
I mean, M's gonna be in that.
Lil Wayne is in that, and the
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne would be the king of that era. I'll just say it early. Lil Wayne would be the
Pen.
king.
How's the pen?
His pen was phenomenal.
It was
That nigga
his pen.
running
All right.
circles on niggas. You remember he did that JayZ shit over, and we couldn't even believe a nigga could rap.
But
like that.
JayZ,
My favorite rapper was born in New Orleans, raised in New Orleans. I will forever remain faithful to New Orleans. I thank you, New Orleans. Thank you, Holly Grove. That's been the hood since a snotty nose. I come through the hood, suicidal doors. I used to come through the hood on the handlebars. Gat in my drawers, money in my pocket, crack in my jaws. I hope it don't dissolve. And I'm ducking 5-0 and my mom's. Young and quick to go off like car alarms. Yeah, that's my nigga.
A lot, So you think you and Sean should be top 5 definitely, maybe top 3. I know you, Ye. To me, you're gonna say you're the #1 rapper in the world. So number 7, does this bother you?
Yeah, number 7 bothers me because I think that Wayne is the #1 rapper in the world.
Wait, you think Wayne's #1 rapper in the world?
Yeah, I just think he's like, him and Jay and M and certain people are just like the greatest rappers of all time. For me, that.
I went down to the Gavin and Lil Wayne came up to me when he was like 16 years old when that Drop It Like It's Hot was out. Lil Wayne came up to me before he had fucking dreads. Came up to me and said, Talib Kweli, I love what you and Mos Def are doing. Black Star's my shit, nigga. And I say that because I need to explain something. There's a lot of division and a lack of unity in hip-hop. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to explain something. The similarities between myself and an artist like Lil Wayne far outweigh the differences. I'm gonna say that again. The similarities between myself, a young black man who grew up listening to hip-hop, and Lil Wayne. I grew up in Brooklyn. Lil Wayne grew up in New Orleans. My parents are professors. Lil Wayne's parents sold drugs. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference in the way we rap. The difference in the way we rap is based on our region and our emotional experience. Before you judge anybody and their creative output, realize that it's coming from where they from and their emotional experience. So if you don't like it, don't fucking listen to it, you know what I'm saying? But listen, now as far as Lil Wayne, I don't care what nobody say, that nigga study hip hop. If he did it, he wouldn't have Kanye West on his album. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have signed Corey Guns. He wouldn't have came up to me and said, Quality, I'll fuck with you. And he wouldn't have did a song called Dr. Carter, which is one of the greatest rap songs I ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Any MCs in the house, if you have not made a record as dope as motherfucking Dr. Carter, shut the fuck up when you talk about Lil Wayne. Any MCs in the house, if you never said a line as dope as Real G's moving silence like lasagna, shut the fuck up about Lil Wayne. Now, with that said, niggas ain't fucking with me and my crew. You know what I'm saying? So let's go, Hunter.
Just complimenting me. The craziest thing about Wayne, what people don't understand, you get a lot of, younger cats that's listening to him now and they feel he's a new artist. But I go all the way back to the Hot Boy days, and being 13, listening to this dude, just remembering the staple that he put on the game back then all the way to now, to have that longevity years behind it. So for him, to actually acknowledge, what I'm doing right now, and see it as a path the same way, the longevity that he created is a great feeling to actually share that same stage and that same moment with him, Wayne ain't no new jack to the game, like I said, He influenced a lot of styles and a lot of sounds, and I could say I was influenced by a certain sound and a flow and the cadence, that he brought to the game, which was very unique. Me being a young boy in the game and listening to him like, yo, okay, I need to learn this and that, and that definitely was a perspective from that tape. Yo, it's
There's a Lil Wayne verse on a Mario remix, the Crying Out For Me remix, that I was when I heard that, and still to this day, I still don't understand like how he pieced that together, how he came up with that. And if I could take any verse from anyone, it would be that verse. That and one of my favorite rap songs of all time is Hollywood Divorce with Andre 3000 and Wayne on it. But like Wayne's verse on the Mario remix, he says, so I met this shorty the other day. I got her number, called her up, like, what you doing? She said, nothing. I say, what's good? She say, not much. I say, guess what? She say, what's up? I say, I think we should hook up. She say, I say, what? She say, but. I say, but, why you stuck? She says, fuck. I say, who? She says, not you. I say, then who? She says, then you know. I know what? You know who? I know who. She says, you do. I say, I don't, but I guess I do. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, you just really, like, you pieced together, like, you really just rapped about, like, an awkward, confusing conversation with a girl that actually would happen. Like, it was just the most mind-blowing verse I've ever heard in my life. I wish I thought of that. I don't know, like, where he was at or what possessed him to ever piece that together, but that was, like, one of the best verses I ever heard. Just because I'm a conversational artist, So to, like, get that verse off and tie it all together at the end, it was just like, I remember I actually like had to reassess myself as a rapper after I heard that, for sure. Yeah, crazy.
At what point did you realize that being the greatest doesn't exist?
Probably like when I was like 24, 25, like once I put out the first album, because then I realized like it's all relative, like not to sound no type of way, but it's just, like Wayne was really quiet for like a long time, right? And then Wayne was considered one of the greatest rappers alive. I think he is one of the greatest rappers alive, truly, like, and it's just funny how someone can go away, regardless for whatever, like legal shit or, stuff or this or that. Obviously, he still released music, but this was like his comeback. And it's just funny how like, a month ago, nobody was like, Wayne's greatest. 6 months ago, this, that. Not to say that people don't say that. Not to say that I don't say that. I do. I think he's the shit. But what I'm saying is like timing. Like, oh, he's dropping an album, so now he's the greatest. Not to him, but just like the perception of people.
The West Side right now, it's crazy.
Yo, you met Wayne the other day.
Yo,
you were in the studio. He walked into like another studio. Is that what happened? What happened?
Nah, well, my security, I guess sometimes he does Wayne too as well.
Okay.
So, he had asked if it was possible that we could meet each other or whatever, and I was just recording. I didn't even think he was gonna come see me.
Yeah.
And then I was just recording, and then he came in and we exchanged math, and I was just like, yo, I got some shit for you. Like,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I
You
got,
ready for that session?
Yeah, like I got a lot of crazy stuff for you. So I just hope, you know what I mean, like we could get in. And he was like, nah, for sure. Like, make sure you take my engineer number as well to just give him the records, because he was about to leave. He's like, give my engineer the records so I could, you know what I mean?
So he didn't blow you off.
Nah,
he wants to work.
Is he mellow? He's real mellow, right?
Yo, it was like same dude. He ain't look no older.
Right.
He just looked like the same Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. Shout out to Lil Wayne. Like,
everyone can do a Wayne
I'm a
verse.
super Wayne fan.
Or not a Wayne verse. The Wayne voice. Can you do the Wayne voice?
I could try.
Try it, bro.
Yeah.
Young Moolah,
yeah. Yeah, young Moolah, baby.
There you go. Come on.
That's pretty much it, though.
Yeah, that's all yeah.
Yo, but you walked in, you were on IG Live, I think, and you were like, yo, my mind is blown. I don't know what just happened. I just met
crazy.
Wayne.
Nah, because I was on IG Live doing some other stuff for the fans. Like, I was calling my fans who I was like doing this thing where I FaceTime the fans who had the pre-order of the album.
Love that
move. That's dope.
Great
and then he
move.
walks in. I'm in the
right. You're in the middle of work.
Like, yo, you guys, hold on. It's like Lil Wayne, what's going on? Like, you know.
But what a great moment for it to happen on your IG Live too. I mean,
he didn't walk on the camera.
No, I know.
I don't
But
think they knew until I came back. I was like, yo, I just met Lil Wayne.
Right.
Come back to everybody on my IG Live, like, yo, I just met Lil Wayne.
That's what's
You've
up.
done so much, dog, and you've sold so much, and here you are, right? Literally out of nothing, my guy. And here you are, right? But you see Wayne, and it's still a moment.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, you got to remember, for me, like, I'm not impressed by a lot of people. Like,
I know
as far
that.
as, like, when I meet them, I'm not like, damn. But like, Wayne is somebody that even like he helped, I guess, just musically, just to help me craft my craft. Like,
Yeah.
Wayne is like one of the first dudes who was singing and rapping. If you really think about it, Wayne is the first dude who was really out here. Like, I don't care if I'm a rapper. Like, he did Prostitute Flange and like all of those records. Like, you got to remember. Like, so for me, that was the first time I ever heard somebody take it to that place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Lil Wayne. Like, you know what I mean?
Man.
Like, no shame in it. Like, that's, like, you know what I'm saying?
Young
I
God,
take
right?
A lot of stuff from, as far as like inspiration, like from his style and things that, like, you know what I mean? Even if you go back to like my Sway freestyles and stuff, like all of those are Wayne inspired freestyles. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I fuck with Wayne.
That's what I grew up with.
You listen to current music, or is it primarily
like Lil Wayne is? I think is
Lil Wayne.
I really like Lil Wayne.
For real?
I think he's the Bob Dylan of our time. He's a poet. He's like, and he's always spouting.
Are you joking or?
No, I'm not joking.
Really, have you thought about covering Lil Wayne? I would love to see you do a full.
Hard. It is hard to cover Lil Wayne.
Well, yeah, but if something's worth doing, it's hard.
But you could be influenced by Lil Wayne.
That's true.
That's true.
More, I'd love to hear you do Lollipop. That would be a nice.
All right, we can do that.
You are.
Like a lollipop.
I'm definitely can't wait for that Carter 5. That boy Lil Wayne announced that thing Friday. No, it said Friday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
What's today? Wednesday or Thursday?
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. It's Thursday. Thursday at midnight. I can't wait for that Carter 5 boy Lil Wayne. You know, let me tell you something if y'all don't know, and I think y'all know already. I love Lil Wayne. Might not be a better guy in hip hop. I know you see tattoos and whatever the fuck you want to see. Sweetest guy, best guy on the planet Earth. I'm gonna support him till I die. Like, he got Joe Crack on his team
Right there.
forever. So, I'm gonna support Lil Wayne. He's one of the greatest rappers of all time. Not only that, he's my brother, he's my heart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad his music is coming out. I'm supporting that 1,000,000%. Not that he needs my support, because Lil Wayne is that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Even rapped on that record. Like, this is, for all, you can say what you want. Lil Wayne is one of the biggest rappers ever. You know, he's a legend. When Lil Wayne had died in that hospital, they probably would have put him as #1 over Biggie and Pac. And I know that sounds crazy, but you got to think about the day and age that we live in. You know, in this day and age where, people like to be prisoners of the moment and crown people and say that they're the best. Like, they say LeBron James is the best NBA player ever, which is blasphemous. But if Lil Wayne was to die right now in that hospital, they would have said he was the best. So for him to rap over that garbage ass Casio keyboard beat that Soulja Boy gave him, that was like, ugh. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on, man. You know how many people lining up to give Lil Wayne 5 beats and you pick this? Nah.
I feel you.
Can I elaborate on the Lil Wayne thing too? Please. The reason I say Lil Wayne would go down as the GOAT, because I know everybody will be on, you know, YouTube. Oh, what the fuck is Charlamagne talking about saying he'd be #1? Yo, look at what Lil Wayne's resume. You don't gotta like the guy, but let's be objective here. Lil Wayne started in '97 with the Hot Boys. I remember being in Charleston, South Carolina, going to watch them perform at the Music Farm in the Palladium. You know, in '97 when they were just independent. This guy's been rapping. He's been rapping since '97. I think his first solo album, The Block Is Hot, came out in '99. Like, the guy's got the catalog. The guy's got the catalog, and he's gotten more relevant as time has gone on. Then he put on his crew, you know, the whole Young Money, you know, situation. Artists like Drake, Nicki Minaj. The guy's got the resume to back up. He could possibly, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's one of the greatest of all time.
I mean, he definitely has more music than, more music than Biggie, and probably more music than Tupac.
Absolutely. And you look at and look at his cultural relevance.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne revolutionized the culture. You know, Lil Wayne, the way he attacked the mixtapes, the way he, you know, went in the studio and put out a lot of production. Like, you know, it's pockets, but nobody was doing that in this era. Like, you got to give it up to the guy, whether you like him or not.
So you think Lil Wayne will go down as if Lil Wayne died today? Because once you die, people already put you in a different...
Oh yeah, you're immortalized.
Yeah,
you're in a different category.
Different place. All your faults go away.
Absolutely.
You know...
Absolutely.
You know, you turn into Mother Teresa. Yeah. They start showing pictures of you feeding needy children.
If Lil Wayne was to die right now, he'd go down as the GOAT.
It's like you don't meet too many people like that. Like, they give you that type of feeling. Like, Pharrell's another person that's like a genius to me. Like Wayne, lyrically, you know what I'm saying? It's like a couple people that I really like idolize that are still living. You know what I'm saying? Present now. That's like, that give you that feeling. And then, you know, I didn't never, it was never in my, like, my plan or my eye, like, to be like, damn, I want to sign to Kanye one day. Like I was in my room making mixtapes, listening to Wayne mixtapes, like, man, like, I want to rap with Wayne. Like, that was my goal. And it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just came into fruition. But that's for somebody that I was like, man, if I could, like, be from any squad, I want to rap with Wayne, or like be from like Star Trek, because I used to love like the clips and I listened to all they shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, that was like my two homes that I felt like I was like either Pharrell or like Wayne. The learning is never over, you know what I'm saying? Like, as much stuff as I learned being around Wayne, it's different the things that I learned around Kanye, and the things that I learned around Wayne I wouldn't have learned around Kanye. And the
album. I'm from Atlanta. Him being from New Orleans, we're both from down south. The baggy clothes, the bandanas, just what he did like to the hip hop culture. You feel me? Like, who didn't want to be Wayne? Like, at some point, man, I was growing braids, trying to look exactly like Wayne. You feel me? Like, and this was before I could even understand what he was saying. I was so lost in his image. Like, that's what I wanted. Like, I want my parents to say, I want braids. Like, then when I realized how talented he was, it was over with. You feel me? He already had me gone from the look. Then when I was old enough to understand what he could say, like when I started just like got 14, 15, when I could just read lyrics, like, oh, this is what he's saying. I felt like it was relatable to the story I was going through. You feel me? Just in a different part of the world, just going through the same thing I'm going through. I just felt like it was relatable. You feel me? So I definitely, like, Wayne's the GOAT.
Good Eminem up in here. Eminem, I read somewhere that you was going to do, there was a possibility at one point you was like, man, I'm going to go in on Lil Wayne. And was it Kanye or was it Drake that you was going to write a song for him? And
there was, you know, for that time period that when I made the record talking to myself, what I was basically talking about was the time period that I was away. I was kind of watching what was going on in the game, and it was like I felt like I felt so bad about myself and the music that I was creating that I felt like I started to turn into a hater. And it wasn't just singling Kanye and Wayne out at that time period. I mean, they were the ones who were killing it the most, to me, you know, and it hurt. I'd pop the CD in, you know what I mean? I'd be like, man, I'm not doing this now.
Right. Like, this is so damn good. I hate this.
So it was like I felt like I came very close to, like, for me it would have been career suicide, because I felt like I want to take, I'm gonna make a song. I should make a song like just dissing everybody who's doing it in the game right now.
Keep capitalizing off of that and keep being the best young thug you can be. You can't be that young man, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, and this is the thing about being a legend. Or just, not even just being a legend, this is just the era we live in. Nobody cares about equity anymore. Like, we're looking at Lil Wayne right now, we're saying, okay, Lil Wayne's kind of cold, none of his music is really sticking, you know, we don't know what the situation is with his label, when his album's gonna come out.
5, we don't know, right?
But, yo, this guy's been doing it since 1996.
Right.
I just don't ever see him replacing Lil Wayne's spot. It's just not happening. Lil Wayne's a legend. We gotta start giving Lil Wayne the respect he deserves, man. For whatever reason, we don't look at Wayne like that, solo album-wise, in a group with the Hot Boys, as a CEO with Young Money introducing Drake and Nicki Minaj. I'm not a fan of Lil Wayne music at all, but we gotta start giving him the respect he deserves. It's disrespectful to say this guy, Young Thug, who, really, honestly, what hit record does he have by himself? Hit record by itself.
He's on a lot of hit records, but
he's on a lot. He's on some good records that are popping, but he don't have no hit records by himself. Wayne has hit records by himself. It's not even close.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It's not close.
But
Wayne, would you say that he was one of your big influences growing up?
I mean, I would lie if I say Wayne wasn't somebody I looked up to, but honestly speaking, I never tried to look like Lil Wayne in my life. Never tried to look like Lil Wayne. It's crazy because I've been hearing that my whole life. Even when I had braids, like when I had braids and no tattoos at all, they were still saying, "Wayne boy look like Lil Wayne." Like, I just been hearing that my whole life. It ain't never make me mad or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because Wayne is Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wayne done had some type of influence on me, of course, because like I say, that was the culture. Like, Lil Wayne was like the biggest. Like, Lil Wayne is like my generation JayZ, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe you are the next Lil Wayne, but probably not. In which case, you need to stay in school.
I mean, you describe Wayne as the love of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tattoo?
Mm-hmm. I do. Oh my God, I do have a tattoo. I forgot I even had the tattoo.
Okay. Now, with Wayne sort of being kind of a constant presence in your relationship, how was it dealing with other men and having Wayne still sort of be around?
Do you know that I've never really had anyone ask me questions about Wayne? People are always talking about us, but no one's ever really asked me, and I didn't realize I'd be emotional. Wayne has been around since before my first husband, right? So he's always been part of my relationship. So when I get into a relationship, he's the only thing they ask about because they know. Well, what about Wayne? Will you stop seeing Wayne? I hear it. I've heard it. And the answer is always no. You either get over it or you leave. Those are your options because I'm not getting rid of him. Initially, people, and again, I've never hidden him. Like, Wayne will call the house at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and I will answer. And if he says I'm at the skate park or I'm here, I will get up and I will go. That's what's going to happen. And you got to be okay with that. And it has happened. You know,
So basically you'd be in bed with your husband.
Mhm.
Wayne would call in the middle of the night
Mhm.
and you would go see Wayne.
Yes, and I'd be gone for days.
You'd be gone for days.
Absolutely.
Okay.
When you enter into a relationship with me, that comes with it. And you have the choice not enter into the relationship. You always have that choice.
He's one of the best to ever do it.
Wayne.
Wayne. Lil Weezy. Lil Wayne the legend.
The GOAT. Weezy F baby.
Wayne.
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 Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. Wayne is hip hop.
Young Tunchi.
You can't talk about rap, you can't talk about flows, you can't talk about setting standards of greatness without mentioning.
He is the definition of hip hop in all aspects.
Wayne inspired more than just music, he inspired the whole culture.
Any subject you gave him about rapping, he was on and he wouldn't stop.
The first time I heard Wayne rap was the Hot Boys album. Wayne's tone just cut through like something I never heard before.
Every verse that came out of him was unbelievable.
It's not only about, you know, how many features, you know, he did, but how many times you can remain consistent.
First one in the studio, last one to leave. Been that way since a kid.
He's not human. You send him the record, he's sitting in the back in an hour. That's not regular.
First week.
It opened up the floodgates for cats to do big numbers. He just had bangers. He just had different flows on it. His beat selection, his word scheme.
When you've been rapping since you're 11 or 12 years old, and you have longevity, that inspires a whole group of individuals.
Representing this hip hop, the way he represents it, it's on a whole nother level. He's timeless.
You know, it's a different from a rapper and an artist. You know, Wayne done picked up a guitar and mastered that.
I know for a fact that he challenges himself. He's not content with where he is.
I respect greatness. You know, Wayne has longevity and he's still here doing it, you know, like it's his first year.
When it's all said and done, when you look back at it, he'll be one of the greatest artists ever.